Hello everyone and welcome to the Francis and Gay YouTube channel. My name is Ollie, or Oliver if you'd prefer, and in these videos I'll be talking you through the vast array of exquisite watches that we sell in our shop and telling you a little bit about them to make sure that you know which watch is the right one for you. In some of the videos we'll deviate slightly from watches and talk about other products that we sell, such as the Ladro porcelain figures perhaps, or maybe some of the Mont Blanc pens, that kind of thing, but it'll mostly be about watches, okay? Just to give you a little bit of background about myself, my background is mostly in illustration, that's what my degree is in, and I'm going to try and carry a little bit of that over to these videos, which you'll see shortly. Also, I'm an aspiring author, and being able to write the content for this channel and obviously deliver it is a really good opportunity and a great way to exercise that kind of creative part of my brain. So yeah, let's get on with the watches. And the first brand of watch we're going to be talking about is Hamilton. Now, on my second day of this job, I was lucky enough to go to the Hamilton watch event in London, where they unveiled their upcoming watches for the next year. And we met Jack, the rep, who's a brilliant guy, and he just told us all of this information, the history about the brand, and I instantly started to fall in love with it. It's brilliant. One of the main things that I love about Hamilton as a brand is their affiliation with blockbuster movies such as Interstellar, The Matrix, The Martian, Ocean's 11. There's an old James Bond film in there that they've had something to do with somewhere. Men in Black as well. All huge names, aren't they? I recently watched Interstellar, and the Hamilton Murph plays a huge part in the film. It's one of its biggest kind of story components, and I will be buying that on my next payday now I've watched Interstellar. Like, I was in tears at the end. It's beautiful, and the watch is equally beautiful. Another really cool fact about Hamilton, they actually made the first ever LED digital watch, and it's called the Hamilton Pulsar, a rendition of which was made for the new Matrix film, the fourth one, Resurrections, where they changed the usual red numbering on the digital dial to the iconic Matrix green. And instead of the kind of stainless steel, silver looking casing, it's a black instead, so it's a really nice finish. So there's just a brief little history about Hamilton and the things that I particularly like about them. And let's get into some of their newer watches that we're going to be talking about today. And the main watch we're going to be talking about in today's video is this beauty, the 42mm Jazzmaster Performer chronograph watch. And I hope you enjoy this short time lapse of me illustrating it. So the Performer is a real visual beauty. The black and white dial means for easy reading, and I absolutely love the gold finish. It's towards the rosier side, which I think I prefer. It's PVD, so you've got the long-term luxurious finish in there. Open case back, which is beautiful, and the black leather strap, it's reminiscent of the sportier ones, so that kind of emphasises the fact this is a watch for all occasions. It's all round really, it's beautiful. I love the way that the gold carries over to the accents of the watch as well. So on the dial it's featured quite heavily, but in the right places it's perfect. And as you can see, the clasp on the back of the strap as well, the same colour. And I think they've been really tactical with where they've placed these gold accents, but the combination of the black and the contrast between the gold and then the white on the face, I think it all works really, really well together. The symmetry of the branding on the dial is really satisfying as well. Something I really enjoy is how brands use their logo or emblem on the crown of the watch, and I think that the H for Hamilton just fits really perfectly in the centre of the crown here. It's lovely. And you've got the buttons either side of the crown, and they are to control the stopwatch, which is ticking around now. It's where the second hand would normally be on a watch that doesn't have a chronograph, which again, a really good touch. Now for some of the more technical information, and you'll have to bear with me for these bits. Hamilton's chronographs use the caliber H31 movement, an exclusive Hamilton movement which features a 60-hour power reserve on the auto chrono. This includes a Nivochron balance spring, an anti-magnetic hairspring exclusive to Hamilton and Rado. The screw-down crown allows for 100 metres of water resistance, and as I said previously, all of the colouring is PVD, allowing for the most long-term and luxurious finish, and this carries over to the accents on the dial as well. So all in all, the Jazzmaster Performer is a great watch that does everything that a classic watch should do, with some added extras in there that make it a really special piece. It has all the features of a great daily watch, so like I said, you can wear it on any different occasion, and that's where the 60-hour power reserve will come in great, because if you're wearing it regularly, you're very rarely going to have to reset it or wind it up. But wait, there's more! There's 2 more watches I would like to show you from the current Jazzmaster range, both of which are lovely, and I think you'll quite like them as well. So the next watch we're going to be talking about is the Jazzmaster Performer 38mm automatic with the black dial. This watch is beauty in simplicity. It's got a classic bezel on it, a classic stainless steel bracelet. Inside it's got the automatic caliber H10 movement, which allows for 80 hours worth of power reserve, 20 more than the previous Performer, but evidently this is a lot more minimal, there's not as much going on. 100 meters of water resistance because of the screw down crown, and I particularly love the silver details on the dial, again PVD, but oh, look how they glimmer in the light. And this really is quite a low profile watch, so it could be worn at any time. So the last watch we're going to be talking about today is this Jazzmaster Open Heart 40mm automatic, and it's the green dial version, which is stunning and not done justice in this shot at all. It's something you have to see in person to appreciate the beauty. It has the H10 Swiss automatic movement, 80 hours worth of power reserve. It's a stainless steel bracelet. There's only 50 water resistance in this one compared to the others. But this is the real beauty of this watch, the open heart. Being able to see behind it I think is incredibly mesmerising, and the numbers on this remind me of kind of animal teeth, something like Black Panther would have on his suit. We've got the open back here, which is lovely. I love that you can see what's going on the front and the back of this watch. It's a real work of art, and that carries over to the bracelet. It's not your average bracelet, it looks really nice on, it's a lot more intricate, it's really cool. Also on the face, there's the Super Luminova rose gold hands and the markers as well. So that just about wraps up our first video on this channel. I hope you've enjoyed it, I hope you found it informative, I hope you've seen a watch that you quite like, even if you don't want to buy it, but if you do, please come in or order on the website. The links to the products I've talked about in this video will be in the bio below. If you have any suggestions, any kind of particular watches you would like us to talk about that we may stock, or if there's any kind of information I've missed here in this video that you want me to elaborate on, I can try and respond in the comments. But for now, that's it until next week, and I'll see you there. Thank you. Goodbye.